Hi everyone, it's Tammy, and we are going to do the first card of our card series with Greetings from Santa. This is a really cute card set or stamp set, and you can get this as a bundle with the detailed Santa thinlits, and I will be using this in the next video, I believe. So this one though, I think I'm just going to focus on this cute stamp set because it really does have a lot of really cute images in it, and today we're going to use this deer because I just think that's a deer. Oh, silly. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is, I don't know why I have my mist out here, but we will be using that. We need a piece of, can I remember the name of this without looking it up? Crumb cake. Yes, yay! Of crumb cake cardstock. And I have cut this in an A2 size. And for those of you that are part of my card club to go, this is the first of the 3 cards that you will be making, and you will make 2 of this one, and you will have everything that you see here in your bundle twice so that you can make these cards. And I try to keep that card series fun and exciting, and I offer something different every month. So if you're excited about this and you didn't get in on this one, you can look for something to be posted sometime before around the 10th of the month so that you can see what's next month, and maybe you'll be interested in that. So you put a piece of very vanilla just right on top, and then on top of that goes another piece of the crumb cake. And then I have also cut some designer series paper. It's a 1/2 inch, and then I have made it so that it fits both lengthwise and widthwise. So there's 2 small pieces that will go this way, and there's 2 larger pieces that will go this way. And we are going to put one of the larger pieces facing this way, one of the larger pieces facing this way, and then we're going to do the same thing with the smaller pieces. And if it looks the same, it goes underneath it. And if it looks the same, it goes underneath it. So it will go underneath that one, but not underneath this one. So then we kind of have like a cute little, I don't know, pattern, like plaid pattern maybe. But I'm going to go ahead and stick these down, but I'm going to be careful not to stick this middle part so that I can slide those underneath. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of my tape on the top, and then I'm going to do a strip of the tape on the bottom, stopping before I know that I would need the room. And then I'm going to go, this goes from this top to the bottom, and I don't know, maybe a centimeter on the side. And we'll do the same thing with this one. So we'll put most of the glue on the bottom and a little bit on the top. And then for these, you can go ahead and put it all the way across. And you need to make sure that you have one facing one way and one facing the other way. So if it looks the same, it goes under it. So we're going to make this one go under. I hate that one stuck to my hand. If it looks the same, we're going to make it go under it. So this one will go under. And then it will go over this one. And then I want to separate these 2 smaller ones about the same distance as I separated the 2 long ones. And there we go. Isn't that cute? Then we're going to take a piece of the burlap ribbon, and you just have a couple inches, and we're just going to angle each side, and I'm going to go the same way on both of them. And I kind of like to, I don't know, play with the ribbon just a little bit to get it so that it's a little bit separated. And I mean, it already comes separated, but I don't know, I just like to make sure it knows that I like it to be like that. And it might just be that the ribbon is tight on the spool, and that's why I just like to play with it. Well, here is Jambo. Baby boy, I love you, but you can't be in this video, monkey. And then I'm going to put my ATG on here. Now, the ATG works great on here, and I think the snail would work okay, but if you have an issue or if you have a problem, please feel free to use something else like the Fast Fuse or the tear and tape. Those would work fabulously too. So there's the hardest part, I guess, of our card. I don't know, none of it's hard. But the next part we're going to do some fun embossing, and I love to emboss. So this is really fun, and what we're going to do is we're going to take out this beautiful deer. I love his antlers. I just think they're just so cool. And we're going to get out the block. And my Stampin' scrub, I'm going to go ahead and spray that with the Stampin' mist. And I'm just putting my deer on my block, and I'm going to use the Versamark and just ink up your deer. And then put it right down on the red circle. Just like that. I'm going to clean my deer off. I haven't cleaned this very well since I used some white ink, and the white ink, although it's not going to stain it necessarily, it just makes it kind of a mess. So now what I'm going to do is take my Versamark, or my image, and I'm going to take my copper embossing powder and put this right over. And then if you have tweezers or something, you can use that to pick up your image. And I think that I do have some in here. I know that I do have some in here. Here we go. Oops. Excuse me. If you have a little brush, you can use that to get some of the embossing powder off where you don't want it. If you don't have a brush, you can carefully use your hand and get it off. Because anywhere the embossing powder is, it will stick, and then, you know, you'll have it in places you don't want it. So a brush is the easiest, but it's okay to use your hand as long as you're careful. I'm going to put that to the side so that I can get this and put this away, because I don't want this to get in the air of the heat, because it will also melt, and then I'd have just a big huge mess of embossed powder that I needed to throw away. But you can save most of it. I mean, these things last forever because you really don't use very much. It's just a thin layer of the powder that attaches to the glue to make it work. And then you have to use your heat gun. And I love our heat gun. This is the second heat gun I've had, and the first one was not a Stampin' Up! One, and I love that this has a power 1 and a power 2, and I love that it directs the heat exactly through this little spot right here. My other one had a bigger diameter, and it seemed like it got everywhere. So I just turn it on, and it's not too loud. I turn it on and leave it on for just about 30 seconds before I start. So it's not too loud. You can still probably hear me over it. So I'm just going to let it heat up and get warm. And then once it does, you can go ahead and start melting. And especially if it's something like this, you want to be sure that you're holding it with your tweezers or something, because it will certainly burn you. And you can kind of see, I hope, how that changed colors. It went from kind of a dull to a real sparkly, shiny copper tone. Copper tone. And I think that's just beautiful. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my card, if I can find it. Oh, here it is. And I'm going to use a dimensional. I don't know why I just don't have this pack opened. And I'm going to put my dimensional right in the middle of this card, of the circle, and then take it off. And I'm going to put it right here. Isn't that cute? And then on the inside, if you wanted to put some Very Vanilla, you could, but I like the look of just it being on the, I can never remember the name of it. Crumb cake. I don't know why that's so hard for me to remember. Crumb cake. Then I say it like it's a contest. And what are the... So happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Merry Christmas. Ho ho ho, naughty or nice. I kind of like the Merry Christmas. And personally, I love the red with the khaki. I think that that looks really nice together. So I think what I will do, if I can spin my thing around. What is stopping you from going, mister? Oh, goodness. I know I have cherry cobbler. I don't know what I did with it. Oh, there it is. Oh, my goodness. I've got something stopping my wheelie thing from moving and I can't get my colors. So I'm going to use cherry cobbler and I'm going to just stamp this Merry Christmas. Right back here. There we go. And I'm going to do one last thing to finish it up. And I like to put my cherry cobbler away quickly because if you don't, I tend to get this everywhere. And this color is very pretty, but it's very potent. And it will get everywhere. So I want to make sure that's dry. And, oh goodness, if I had a little red, I bet I do have a red stone. It's not a Stampin' Up! Stone, but if you have a red stone, you can make his little nose red. Wouldn't that be cute? So he's Rudolph. And I was just going to put a couple, or one even, little rhinestone. And there we go. So that's the first card. Isn't that cute? So, yeah, I really like this. Hope that you guys like it too, and I guess that's it. Until Wednesday, I will talk to you then. Thank you so much, and if you're interested in any of this, you can shop below, and if you're interested in getting everything you need for a class or for card making and you don't have to think about it and you can make the exact same cards that I make, sign up for my club. I will be posting the video for what's coming next month shortly. Well, in a few days. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.